from the local station. This is Weather Authority Weekday.
Good morning. I'm here with your Weather Authority Weekday, and boy, do we have a week of weather. We're under that summer-like pattern where we're going to see a good amount of rain and some pop-up storms as well. The thing is, some of the storms could be strong to severe. I'm following what the National Weather Service is putting out, and I'm reading the discussion, not only between, each show, but really more periodically. Even if it, says the same thing, there could always be changes, and I think it's imperative to note. So I want to take you through the forecast to kind of show you what we're expecting right now. So we're looking at Jax Airport, and it's cloudy out there. Nothing coming out of those clouds right now. We're having clear mornings, like cloudy mornings, but not wet. And so as we continue to get through the forecast here, take a look, because Ortega, this is the Ortega Skycam looking at downtown. It's a little cloudy there as well, but nothing coming out of those clouds. So we're going to continue to look at temperatures. 85 degrees in Jacksonville right now. It is literally 10:01 in the morning, and it's already in the mid-80s. 89 in Mayport, and you're in the low 80s in Lake City and McClenny, also up in parts of Georgia. But here's what you need to know. So as we look at radar, there's activity to the north of us, right? Nothing our way. And so with that being said, I'm not going to go too far into that right now because I really don't have anything to track at this point. I will by the time the noon show starts, though. I believe in that. One thing I want to talk to you about, though, are the three different dynamics here. So the light green that you see from Jacksonville Point south, those are not severe storms. They are general thunderstorms that the National Weather Service is predicting. Once we get into that dark green from Waycross, Brunswick into Lake City, Live Oak, and Valdosta, that's where we're looking at the marginal risk for severity. So I tried to hold that in so bad, and it did not work out for me. So producer Caitlin's like, we're taking you off, girl. And you know what? Good call. So look at this. So that dark green, this is what that means. That's what we call a marginal risk, and that means nothing to you. But what it means to you is that there's a chance for isolated, severe to strong pop-ups, meaning certain areas more isolated. But when you get up into the yellow, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. That's a slight risk. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it again. That's a slight risk of severity. And what that means is a more scattered chance for those severe storms to pop up. So Georgia, I'm a little more worried about you. Anything north of I-10, I'm a little more worried about with those severe to strong pop-ups, okay? And the main threats would be the damaging winds, gusting winds, the frequent lightning, and of course the locally heavy rainfall. Georgia, you've seen a lot of rain, and so the more local heavy rainfall, some flooding could be possible in that. All right, so that's what the severe risk means. Now let me explain this and how it goes with it. The forecast rain chances, I altered this as I got into my 8:45, 9 o'clock weather hit. I increased the chances because I do believe you got about a 20 to a 50% chance to see some of this rain and some of these pop-ups, whether they're severe or not. Again, that goes north of I-10 to south of I-10, but I do believe there's a high chance that many of you will see a pop-up. The totals, I did not change much in the next 5 days. I do believe it'll be under 1/10 of an inch in Jacksonville and along the coastline, a little more than that in Orange Park and Green Cove Springs, along with McClenny and Lake City, and upwards of 1 inch to 1.5 inches from Brunswick into Valdosta. So you get the point there. Now, future track, what I'm showing you is the likelihood that you would even see some of those pop-up showers and storms. They are of isolated variety, and they'll be a little more scattered up in parts of Georgia, which you're looking at right now, all the way through about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock tonight, okay? As we get into tomorrow, the rain chances increase greatly. So even in the morning, some rain is possible of this isolated variety. Gets a little more scattered into the evening in that high heat of the day, and then as we get into Wednesday, the rain chances are a little thicker as well. Yeah, that's what I said. It's my term. But you could see here on a broader scale that it's not just us. It's a lot of Florida. And so certainly we are going to continue to monitor that. For the weekend, I know it's Monday, but I like to look ahead. I've put a 70 to 80% chance of rain and storms, temps in the 90s, and I've really increased all rain chances across the area. It's a summer-like pattern, yes, but it's something we have to be aware of. Okay, so the afternoons look to be quite messy this weekend, and that could change. But right now, do I think you're going to be able to get to the beach, get out there and take a walk? I do. Yeah, I do. Your rip current risk is low, so if you want to take a dip, you could do that too. But overall, you could see a shower or two pop up, last 10 minutes, gets out of here. It's just the way it goes. So if you have a tea time or you want to do anything outside, this is your outlook. 70s, 80s to 90s, partly sunny, and you got a little breeze out there with those storms overall. 93 today, okay? Tonight, you're going to be at 74. and tomorrow 92. All right, so as you get into your hourly temps, we're going to increase into the 90s pretty quickly by the noon hour, and these are my predictions. Okay, and I say predictions because I will change them. Okay, I will. This is what I see right now, but I will be making new accommodations before the noon show, even probably. Not much of a change, but I just want you to know on a broad scale what you're going to see here are highs in the 90s. Rain chances increasing. Today's the lowest chance for rain we've got, but as we get into tomorrow for the rest of the week, certainly the rain is going to be a big deal, okay? And it's something we'll have to keep an eye on as the system moves through and that summer-like pattern kind of doubles down or doubles up and really keeps us wet. And so, yeah, we're watching for that. This is a look at your forecast, and we will call it day by day if we feel that we need to call a weather authority alert day. So trust me that we have you covered, and it's my job. My one job is to keep you safe, and I'm going to do it. So we'll be back after the break. Welcome back. All right, now I'm all smiles because I'm on the inside and I'm your meteorologist. My job's to keep you safe. So I'm smiling because I'm going to do that. What I'm not smiling about is the fact that we're going to have heat index feeling like we're in the triple digits today, highs in the 90s. And we got rain in the forecast and storms. But I mean, hey, typical summer pattern, and it's certainly not acting up right now. Get on the beach, go enjoy. You should, you deserve it. Look, these showers and storms may pop on the coast for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then they're out of here. Go enjoy yourself, all right? I'm telling you that honestly. I'm not going to sit here and pump it up. What I am going to pump up is Georgia, because Georgia, you're a hot mess, all right? Now I'm putting it in real terms. I could sit here and give you science all day long. But you know what? No, I want to tell you right now that you've got a risk in that green, that dark green, of a couple isolated severe to strong storms. And then in the yellow, scattered severe to strong storms. Your main threats are wind gusts 40 to 60 miles an hour, locally heavy downpours, and frequent lightning that could lead, by the way, to localized flooding with those locally heavy downpours. Afternoon and evening is the timing from about 2 to 8 o'clock tonight. And it really is going to impact southeast Georgia. Florida, I think you're fine. I think our coastline's fine. I think, yeah, you'll see a shower or a storm, but please, you know I'm going to kick it to you honestly. That's what I do. So yeah, you know, if you want a real forecast, you want me to keep it real, you come on, you email me, I give you whatever you want. All right, the beach, oh gosh, whoa. All right, so we're moving on. This is a rainbow, which is so cool. Hello Pride Month. No, I'm sorry, I had to say it. So yeah, Jacksonville rainbow pic. Check out the rainbow just offshore of Jack's Beach Pier. This was Sunday evening following a thunderstorm, courtesy of WeatherStem. If you hear thunder, remember you're close enough to be struck by lightning. This is phenomenally gorgeous. So is that pier, by the way. I'd be taking advantage and having a picnic. All right, so you gotta love a rainbow. I always wanted to find the end, that pot of gold. Never have, but you know, still on it. So here's the tropics. I was looking at this morning. We don't have any activity in the Atlantic for 7 of the next 7 days that's predicted. Of course, that could always change, but right now, this is what they are saying at the National Hurricane Center. So we'll keep eyes on it, and we'll keep you updated. Let's show you some NOAA satellite images. This is pretty cool. You know, I love NOAA. I think they just do a phenomenal job with their NOAA Goes East satellite is tracking storm clouds and frequent lightning flashes sweeping across southern and eastern United States. The satellite camera is phenomenal because it really lets you see kind of what's to come, and it does it in these beautiful neon colors. And I think that as meteorologists, we're all kind of geeks into science anyway, and we love the weather. So to look at this, it's just a good indicator of what's, you know, to come. And certainly, I mean, I've been telling you all morning and for days that storms are in the forecast. They just are. It is what it is, and we're going to get you through it. And you know what I like to do during stormy days? I'm going to be real honest with class. I like to put on a Lifetime movie, pop my popcorn, get my blanket, and chill, unless I'm here, and then I'm keeping you safe, and it's my favorite thing to do. So, hey, we're going to jump ship from the storms, and I'm going to show you the cutest thing in the world. Take a look at the, excuse me, but I did not realize that storks are real animals. I know that makes me sound ridiculous. I just thought it was like a phenomenon for like babies. You know, this is a real stork. Like producer Caitlin told me they're real animals, and here they are, like in the flesh. They're so cute. They were rescued. These are wood storks. There are 3 of them, obviously. They fell from their nest. Oh no, at the Jacksonville Zoo in the alligator farm in St. Augustine. Oh gosh. Well, I'm glad they fell away from those gators because that looks like a chicken nugget to a gator. I'm just being honest. They're really vocal about their current situation, which involves constant begging for fish because they're growing really fast. I get it. I like a snack too, and I'm going to beg for it if I don't have one in my hand. That's right. The Ark Wildlife Rescue is the only wild bird rehabilitator in Northeast Florida, and their intake numbers are higher than ever before. Can you adopt a stork? Can you? Like if I called, do you think they'd give me a stork? I don't really like birds, but I'd like those. They're cute. Look at them. Look at them bobbing up and down for snacks. Yeah, they know what they want. You can help an orphaned or injured or ill bird by donating at thearkrescue.org/donate. I'll donate my time and take one home. That's for sure. God, they're adorable. Cannot believe I didn't know a stork was a real thing. I know a lot of things, but I didn't know that. So, yeah. All right, well, that's what we got for today, Weather Authority Weekday, and I will see you again tomorrow right back here.
See why every day more people are choosing News 4 Jax, Northeast Florida and South Georgia's #1 source for local news.